Many people believe that intelligence is something you are born with or without. But what if I told you your brain could be strengthened just like any other muscle in your body? Hi, my name is Blaine Campbell, and today I will be informing you on the benefits of consistent or daily reading. One of the biggest benefits I've found to daily reading is that it can actually change the ability and structure of your mind over time. There are researches that show brain activity lit up while someone reads through MRIs. Consistently reading can actually lead to the strengthening of certain areas of your brain. Reading consistently is also one of the best ways in the world to increase your vocabulary. Not only are you learning and seeing new words that you will likely look up if you do not know what they mean, as you need to understand the context of the book, but you are seeing these words in context, giving you a deeper understanding of the words. Now, some people might say vocabulary isn't that great of a tool to have, but it can actually lead people to believe you have a higher intelligence than you do, as the two often correlate. It can also lead to better scores on standardized tests to those who have not gotten to that already, as some of the words in them are bigger words that are not commonly used in today's society. They can also help you in job interviews to land a job that you might not be the best candidate for, but you present yourself better because of the vocabulary that you have. If the positive effects on the brain and the intelligence that it can lead you to gain have not persuaded you to take up reading, I think I have found something that will. Research actually shows that reading can reduce stress and anxiety at the same level as yoga if you read for just 30 minutes a day. Many people already know that watching TV or looking at any other type of screen before going to bed can actually set you back from falling asleep from minutes up to hours. Reading is a great alternative to this as it does not affect your sleepiness and it can actually make you tireder than you already were. Another great thing that reading has been proven to do is reduce depression. Many people are often depressed because they feel trapped in today's life or like they can't get out of some scenario that they're in. Reading fiction can actually be a great way to get out of one of these depressed ruts because it can put you in another imaginary world with new places with new people and you forget all about your concerns. Another benefit that fictional books specifically helps is it can help develop a stronger theory of mind or the ability to empathize. People who read for 3.5 hours a week also have a 23% likeliness to live longer than people who do not read for 3.5 hours a week. That number might seem low, but what is 30 minutes a day to help potentially make you live a longer, healthier life? So I also tried to research some negatives of reading, but the one that I could found that was actually proven through research and study was that reading can reduce your eyesight. One question that I'm sure a lot of you have is, what type of book should I read? Well, my answer to you would be anything you could get your hands on in short. But let's say you were focusing on your career or major and want to stick to that and not get distracted. One thing I would recommend is finding a book written by someone who has achieved great success in whatever field you are in or working in. Another thing would be is if you are looking to escape from your everyday life and use your imagination, I would look into any of the fiction categories. My favorite book series personally is A Song of Ice and Fire, and that is a fiction category. A quote by George R. R. Martin is, "A man who reads lives 1,000 lives in one, but the man who never reads lives only one." Another thing I would tell you is stop making excuses for not reading. You can use a virtual library that has endless amounts of material to read through, but I would recommend eventually going to a bookstore near you when you have time and getting a book that you can actually flip the pages on. Ultimately, reading is a giant gain to your everyday life and can seem like a daunting task. But just remember, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to read the book, but reading 30 minutes a day or every other day can have long-lasting health benefits and life benefits.